Hey guys, HDV here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got a ton of stuff to go over. A brand new Nintendo Direct has been announced for tomorrow, the 27th of March. We have some alleged Pokemon Legends EA design, Mega Evolution leaks, as well as some other leaks as well. Some Switch 2 price stuff to go over. There's a lot of things to break down today. So if you're excited for the video, drop a like down below, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, and let's get into the video. So, starting things off, a new Nintendo Direct has been announced for tomorrow, the 27th of March, 2025. We have been covering this over the last couple of days because there's been rumors, murmurs, some pretty big insiders talking about how they've heard about some sort of Nintendo Direct. Nate the Hate kind of confirmed it yesterday as well. Just didn't know what kind of form it would be in, but it has been confirmed to be a first-party Nintendo Direct. So we've got Nintendo UK here tweeting out saying, tune in tomorrow, March the 27th at 2 p.m. UK time. Again, with your time zone, just take a look at when it's going to be. We'll be streaming it anyway, so obviously if you see us in your sub box, you'll know it's about to happen. For a live stream Nintendo Direct featuring around 30 minutes of upcoming games for the Nintendo Switch. There will be no updates about the Nintendo Switch 2 during this presentation because obviously next week information about the Switch 2 will be shared on April the 2nd at 2 p.m. UK time in the Nintendo Direct Nintendo Switch 2 presentation. So don't worry, you don't have to wait very long for the Switch 2 stuff. I cannot believe they've done like back-to-back Directs though. Instead of doing one in February when everybody was kind of expecting it, they've decided to just drop it a week before the Switch 2. So they are absolutely cooking. They're going to be feasting. And it doesn't even matter if this Direct's not very good because we have a Switch 2 Direct the week after. In regards to what we might see in this, I don't really know because there's not that many Switch 1 games that have kind of been revealed, and the only one that obviously we know for sure is going to be coming out this year for the Switch 1 is Pokémon Legends EA. We did just get information about that last month. But then as well as that, during that Pokemon Presents, we didn't really get any new things, like no new Pokemon, no new Mega Evolutions, nothing like that. Yes, we got the new gameplay features, we got what the game looks like, we got the starters, everything like that. But in terms of brand new kind of Pokemon forms or anything, nothing was revealed. So maybe they were waiting for this. And then maybe there's Legends EA stuff next week as well in the Switch 2. I don't really know. But either way, we are confirmed to be getting a Nintendo Direct tomorrow and next week. We'll be streaming both of them. But like I say, what are your thoughts on this? Are you expecting Pokemon Legends EA news in this? Like I say, it's up in the air whether we're going to get anything. But let me know your thoughts on this. And what do you think we're going to see in tomorrow's Direct? Coming up next, we have some more Pokemon Legends EA leaks to go over. This one is very, very interesting. It was posted from Centro Leaks. Again, not the greatest track record. They have posted a couple of things about the Mega Evolutions for Pokemon Legends EA. We obviously don't know if they're right or not, but they seemingly have a source who they are pretty confident about, which is why they keep kind of dropping this information. And this is something they dropped very recently after the Nintendo Direct was announced, saying, so considering we could potentially be getting official news tomorrow, here is an exclusive gift from us. The professor for Pokemon Legends EA is not Professor Sycamore. A returning character from X and Y becomes the professor. So for me, I'm straight going to like either Serena or Clement or Bonnie or somebody like that, a returning character from Pokemon X and Y. So it's not a returning professor from another game. So I don't know why they've popped all the professors in the background. It's a returning character from Pokemon X and Pokemon Y. If the game does take place 10 years in the future or whatever, it's very likely to be somebody like Serena or one of the rivals. Could be Tierno, could be I can't remember his name, the little one with the kind of ginger haircut. Can't remember his name off the top of my head, but it could be him as well. There's loads of options. I'm gonna say Serena, but I also would not be surprised if it was Clement or Bonnie. And again, this isn't confirmed. This is just something that Centro Leaks has posted, who doesn't have the greatest track record, as we all know. So take this with a slight grain of salt, obviously, but that is something that we could be seeing potentially in Pokemon Legends EA. We might even see that tomorrow as well. And also, it is not AZ because they've said, this person said AZ and they said nope. So yeah, again, take of that what you will, whether you want to believe Central or not. We do have some information from Ball Guy, though, who again is a much more credible leaker than Centro Leaks, and they've posted something which is a little bit unfortunate. So they start off by saying hashtag Pokemon League Legends figured this belongs here as well. So this post here basically saying that Mega Rayquaza, Primal Groudon, and Primal Kyogre not going to be in Pokemon Legends ZA. which is very unfortunate. This also means that not every single Mega Evolution is going to be in the game. What does this mean for Mega Latias? What does this mean for Mega Latios? What does this mean for Mega Mewtwo? Like, we don't know what Mega Evolutions are going to be in this game now. And again, these are a little bit harder to kind of put in the game because of the primal forms and whatnot. But this is an indication that, yeah, we might not be getting every single Mega Evolution in this game, which is a little bit unfortunate, but thought I'd cover that in today's video. Those are a couple of sort of mini leaks to go over about Pokemon Legends EA, whether you want to believe those or not. We do have this to go over, which is very, very interesting. So this was a post that popped up on, like, the start of March, basically. And they basically said, you know, that I've got some information, you're not going to believe it, but, you know, this is this. And this is basically what they said. So, was this guy real after all? Looks like his Starmie was right. He said in this thread. So this is what was in this original 4chan post that dropped at the start of March, before the Mega Evolutions were revealed and everything like that, or leaked or whatever. So they said Mega Starmie is water psychic, and its legs are much longer so that it can run around. So, I mean, I'm just trying to envision that. I mean, you can kind of see it from the image anyway. It just looks so dumb. But Mega Starmie being water psychic, and it's got long legs so it can run around. Giving me kind of like Toad School vibes, stuff like that. They also said Mega Chestnut wears a crown. Mega Delphox stands on her broom and hovers. And then also Mega Greninja hangs upside down from a huge shuriken. And then you're not going to believe Mega Pyro, whose hair looks like this either. So, like, kind of on top of each other. So, obviously, I mean, they could have just easily predicted this. But getting both Starmie and Pyro right is quite difficult, I think. Without, like, the only Mega Evolutions they said have all been leaked to be getting them. Like, the Gen 6 starters, fair enough, pretty easy to predict. But Starmie's quite a tough one. And then, obviously, so is... well, Pyro, not as much, but I think Starmie's probably the hardest one to kind of guess. And we've basically had people kind of mock up some designs and what they expect them to look like based on what they've said. So you got Delphox on a broom, which we also covered recently as well. We did cover a kind of mock-up image of Delphox, and she was on a broom. And we had Chestnut, who had like a sort of shield or something, but apparently no, it has like a crown. You got Mega Starmie here with really long legs. You've got Greninja hanging down from like a shuriken. And then you also have Mega Pyro, which has these kind of like two heads. Now, we don't know if this is for like a female or a male kind of variation. But yeah, I thought I'd cover this because they did get the Mega Evolutions right. And then they also said what the designs were going to be. And again, and don't forget, we could be seeing one of these revealed tomorrow. But if we do get some news during that Nintendo Direct. But I don't know, I think it's a little bit interesting. What are your thoughts on this though? Do you think these Mega Evolutions are going to look like these designs, or are you just not believing it at all? We have Jan talking about this as well, saying, okay, so the Hedora riddle actually requires you to recognize the background. The background is Daimonji Mountain, which is famous for the festival. During the festival, the mountain will light up a huge fire of the shape of the kanji, which is what Daimonji means. And then Daimonji is also the Japanese name for the move Fire Blast, which is exactly referencing this huge burning festival. Also, if you didn't notice, it's the shape of Pyro's mane. So this was, I think, a riddle that Riddler-Ku posted, but this is again another sort of kind of continuation from this image here, saying, why are there two Hedoras in the riddle? Well, one reason could be because Pyro has two forms, or Mega Pyro will have double Daimonji mane like how the image suggests. The only issues we got is no idea why the Riddler specifically used Hedora. If anyone can explain that, then it would be perfect. But I just, based on the background of the list of 27 we have, it's quite obvious the answer is Pyro now. So, yeah, it's very, very light. I mean, this is leaked anyway, but it's kind of what Riddler-Ku was also sort of posting about regardless. But, yeah, so Pyro, Mega Evolution, and that's kind of the reason as to why it's going to have, like, potentially two mains on it, or it's going to have, like, a male and a female sort of variation. Coming up next, we have some Nintendo Switch 2 stuff to go over. This is an update regarding the price. We've got Switch 2 stock here tweeting out saying Switch 2 price will not be less than $399 in the US, according to games industry analyst and consultant Serkan Toto. It's also going to have a June release, apparently. So they said, we recently had the opportunity to speak with games industry analyst and consultant Serkan Toto, I hope I didn't butcher that name, about his expectations and assessment of this year's release of the Nintendo Switch 2. So the question of price. So among other things, we naturally naturally discussed the question of price, where Toto echoed other analysts who recently commented in a Bloomberg article. According to them, Nintendo could well break the magic barrier of €400. So I don't think it will go below $400 in America, so that's out of the question for me. So I think the cheapest Americans can expect is actually $399. It could go up to $449 in Germany. I'd say €450 to €430 or something like that is probably not a very unrealistic price. And then when the Nintendo Switch 2 be released, Circun Toto also offered a reasonable assessment regarding the release date and sees the console coming into the market in June 2025. So Nintendo's fiscal year starts on April the 1st, which is obviously a few days away. So the first quarter is April, May, and June. If Nintendo launches the Switch 2 in, say, September, half of the fiscal year would have already been over without Nintendo having a new device or exciting games. They have to make money somehow. Bridging the 6 months into September is unrealistic in my eyes. I'm more of an optimist. I'd guess June, so I think May is even a bit early. In July, August, I don't think anyone will be selling consoles. They're not even a crazy company like Nintendo because everyone's on summer vacation. And then will Nintendo Switch be a success? So the Switch has been a huge worldwide success since its release in 2017. Circun Toto, meanwhile, doubts whether this can be surpassed. In my opinion, Nintendo has become a hostage to its own success. The Switch 1 is an incredible success. I do believe that the Switch 2 will sell very well, but the final sales figure for the Switch 1 will be a figure that will be very, very difficult for even Nintendo to reach again. And that's just a little bit more information about it on like a podcast or something like that. So yeah, looking like the price is kind of revolving around this sort of 400 sort of price point, and we are still kind of honing in on this June release date for the Nintendo Switch 2. I mean, we're gonna find out next week regardless, but yeah, that's just some more potential information of when the Switch 2 is going to be coming out. And then finishing things off for today's video, we have a few Pokemon events to quickly go over. This first one is from Pokemon Go. So Cerebi here tweeting out saying, Cerebi update, the Pokemon Go Community Day on April the 27th, 2025 will focus on Vanillite. It will run from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. local time. So that's the Pokemon Go update. We also have, oh no, never mind, we have another Pokemon Go update, my bad. Cerebi tweeting out saying, Cerebi update, the Pokemon Go bug out event is now rolling out globally. So obviously it runs from 10 local time, March 26th to 8 p.m. local time, March the 30th. Next up, we have this event for Pokemon Cafe Mix. So Cerebi update, the next Pokemon Cafe Remix event has been announced. Adds Flabébé Red Flower into the game, and it runs from March the 28th, 2025. Umbreon Spring Flower outfit will also be added in delivery. So that is the kind of mobile game updates for Pokemon Go and Pokemon Cafe Mix. And as well as that, every card has also been leaked for Shining Revelry in Pokemon TCG Pocket. The set does come out tomorrow. Ranked comes out on the 29th. But if you do want to take a look at all of the cards now, they are all available to be seen online. This is taken from Pokéos, as you can see. This is the new Weedle card. We have the new Kakuna card, Beedrill. Again, all the cards have been leaked now. I won't go over all of them because it would just take forever. But you kind of get the drill. You know that all these cards are now available to see online if you want to know kind of, because some people like to build decks kind of early-ish and they like looking at the cards and stuff, seeing what does and doesn't work. Of course, we're going to be streaming this new set tomorrow after the Nintendo Direct, and then we'll also be streaming it on Friday, ranked on the Pokemon TCG Pocket channel, in the description down below if you haven't checked it out yet. But yeah, there's some really, really nice cards in the set. A lot of really cool shinies, a lot of immersive cards. The very interesting thing as well is the kind of gold card is just the Pokeball, which nobody was really expecting, but that'd be kind of a nice kind of card to go for. But anyway, that's pretty much going to be everything for today's video that I did want to cover. What are your thoughts on the Pokemon events for the various Pokemon games? Let me know your thoughts on the Switch 2 stuff as well. Are you happy that it's probably going to have around a $400 price point? And also, are you happy that it's probably going to come out in June as well? Again, things that we're kind of expecting regardless, but it's nice to see more analysts kind of jumping on this bandwagon and talking about it in the way that they are. And then also, what are your thoughts on the new potential Legends ZA Mega Evolution design rumors? Again, this is a rumor at the end of the day. It's just interesting that they got this right. Who knows if it's true or not. Let me know your thoughts on it. I just cannot see like, it's so stupid. Like, look how dumb it looks, man. Obviously, it's going to look completely different than that. It just doesn't look right. But let me know your thoughts on that. And then also, what do you think the new professor's going to be? Do you think it is going to be Bonnie, Clement, or maybe it could even be someone you're not expecting? You know, like just some random kind of other person in X and Y that, you know, could be like a Elite Four member or something. You never know. And then also Ball Guy leaks with the legendary stuff. And then what are you expecting to see in the Nintendo Direct tomorrow? But that is going to be everything from me. If you enjoyed the video, please do drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It does really help out. Leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.